Okay, so we're looking at homework from section 3.4. This is question number 19. The offices of President, Vice President, Secretary, and Treasurer for an environmental club will be filled from a pool of 19 candidates. 9 of the candidates are members of the debate team. We have 2 questions. Part A, what is the probability that all of the offices are filled by members of the debate team? Part B, what is the probability that none of the offices are filled by members of the debate team? So let's start with part A. What we're really asking is we need to know, first of all, how many different ways are there to fill these 4 positions from the 19 members of the club. So that's 19C4. That's going to be our denominator. And then how do I ensure that they are all filled by members of the debate team? Well, that means I would have to choose the 4 from the 9 that come from the debate team. So this would be the ways to choose 4 from the debate team divided by the number of ways to choose 4 from the environmental club. The ways to choose 4 from the debate team is 9C4, and the number of ways to choose 4 from the environmental club is 19C4. So we'll look at those 2 fractions. That's going to be 9 factorial over 4 factorial times 9 minus 4 factorial, divided by 19 factorial over 4 factorial times 19 minus 4 factorial. When we simplify a little bit, we get 9 factorial over 4 factorial times 5 factorial, divided by 19 factorial over 4 factorial times 15 factorial. We expand those out. We get 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial over 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 times 5 factorial. And then in the denominator, I'm going to expand the 19 factorial until I see the 15 factorial. So that's 19, 18, 17, 16, 15 factorial divided by 4, 3, 2, 1, 15 factorial. So we see 5 factorials on top and 15 factorials on the bottom. Those are going to reduce away. And then there's other reduction that can be done. So the 3, 2, and 1 reduce with a 6, and that's just gone. The 4 and the 8 reduce and leave a 2. Then in the denominator, we have the 1, 2, and 3 make 6. 6 divides into 18 3 times. And then the 4 reduces with the 16 and leaves a 4. So on top, we end up with 9 times 2 times 7. On the bottom, 19 times 3 times 17 times 4. So 9 times 2 times 7 is 126. 19 times 3 times 17 times 4 is 3,876. If we divide, we get 0.0325077399. Rounded to 3 decimal places would be 0.033. And that's part A. For part B, we don't want any of the offices filled by debate team members. So that's the ways to choose 4 not from the debate team divided by the number of ways to choose 4 from the environmental club. So the denominator is the same in part A and part B. So that denominator is going to be 19C4. But how do we choose 4 members that aren't on the debate team? Well, since there's 19 candidates and 9 of them are on the debate team, that means 10 of them aren't. So the numerator here would be 10C4, because I want to choose my 4 candidates from the 10 who are not part of the debate team. And we're dividing by 19C4 because that is going to be the same in all of these probabilities. We can go ahead and write this out via formula. 10 factorial over 4 factorial 10 minus 4 factorial divided by 19 factorial over 4 factorial 19 minus 4 factorial. That's going to simplify to 10 factorial 4 factorial 6 factorial divided by 19 factorial 4 factorial 15 factorial. When we expand, we end up with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 factorial over 4, 3, 2, 1, 6 factorial. And on the denominator, we get 19, 18, 17, 16, 15 factorial divided by 4321 times 15 factorial. The 6 factorials and the 15 factorials reduce away. Then we also have the 1, 2, and 4 in the denominator of the numerator fraction reduced with the 8, and the 3 reduces with the 9 to leave a 3 behind. Then in the denominator fraction, we have the 3, 2, and 1 reduced with the 18 to leave a 3, and the 4 reduces with the 16 to leave a 4. So we end up with 10 times 3 times 7 over 19 times 3 times 17 times 4. The numerator is 210, the denominator is 3876. When we divide and get our decimal, we get 0.0541795666, rounded to 3 decimal places, is 0.054. And that's your answer.